hot tub pool stream.
Yo.
Okay.
Hot tub strip treasure cruise pools.
Yep.
If I don't get a red dust multi, I have to take off article of clothes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Every
Yep, let's go.
every
Okay.
multi without a red, you take off another item of clothing.
All right.
It's episode 100 sorted.
God.
Surely we don't get. We're just streaming on Kick. It's fine. We won't get
Oh,
flagged.
yeah,
There
okay.
we go.
We're on the hot tubs and bikinis category, dude.
We'll really become our show meat.
Bruh. That's crazy.
I show meat in such a funny way. It's so funny. Oh my god. I don't think there's any other better way to start. What's going on, guys? And welcome back to episode 99 of the Good, Great, Perfect podcast. Welcome, everyone.
Hi.
Good introduction to the episode. You got the three musketeers. You got Flame, Knight, and myself. Todd is celebrating Father's Day because he is a dad. That's a breaking news for everyone out there.
Yep.
Todd's a father. Congratulations, Todd. You're a dad now, dude. That's awesome, man. So happy
Popping
for
the
you.
seed.
Hey, bro.
See ya, daddy.
Don't call him daddy. As you guys can tell, this is an off ep, because we already had a pocket 2 minutes in, but we're here. A few things to talk about, but first and foremost, I want to say happy anniversary to the Good, Great, Perfect podcast. 4 years.
Yep.
4 years doing
Ooh.
GGP. How exciting is that?
It's crazy.
I don't know how to. I think Nine and I had like a little bit of a brief discussion before we started recording, but I don't know how to. I don't know how to feel. Like it's a weird. Like I was telling a friend asked me the other day. He's like, "Are you recording this weekend?" I said, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh yeah, it's our 4th year." He's like, "You're lying," and I'm like, "Okay, damn." I don't think I'd be lying about my own shit, but okay. But when you go look back at episode 1, I believe episode 1 released on the 31st of August 2019. So
Oh wow.
it really goes to show how much of a blur the last 2-3 years have been in everyone's life. Like COVID really stepped in and just consumed 2.5 years of everyone's life and just moved on with itself. It's a really weird feeling, but no, 4 years of the pod. We do appreciate everyone who stuck around. I know that I shouldn't say I bring it up from time to time, but naturally speaking, viewership has dipped, and that's always been a hot topic in the back of my mind. But people have still stuck around, and we appreciate everyone that's been here for the entire ride. You guys have been super supportive, and it's a rewarding feeling to just keep coming back and have people that really enjoy the show, and 99 episodes, and next week being episode 100 that'll be a special one. 3 triple digits. I've always said that if we make it to make it to 100, I can be comfortable ending the podcast, because I've always wanted to get to 100. I don't know why, but it just feels like a nice milestone to kind of get towards. But I don't know, for you guys, how do you guys feel? How do you guys feel? 4 years on the pod. Night, you've been here since day one. What's your vibe like? How you feeling about it?
Oh man, it's like I'm sending off my kid to college. I feel like Todd right now.
Bruh.
this episode's gonna be titled "He's a dad?" or some shit.
But yeah, man, it's kind of crazy how. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how things went. Yeah.
It is crazy though. It is absolutely.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. First half of the pod, I think everyone was playing Truckle, and then in the second half, everyone
half of the pod
50,
is playing.
50.
It's half the pod. No, and that's a really good point. I think that we've tried a lot of stuff. Obviously we had there was a time period where we were trying to do like the post show like videos as well, and trying to get more content out there. Then like we stepped back from that, being like, you know, didn't really seem worthwhile. And then we did the legendary, you know, go down in history, the legendary split between Treasure Cruise and Off Ep. And I think like from an abstract perspective, like for viewership, obviously like downwards, but I think for like pure enjoyment, I think it's upwards. I think that I think that we are able to shine more in our ability to like just create conversation and an enjoyable show when it's not purely just about legend fucking Big Mum's out, let's go, like let's chat about that, you know. So I think there's more of a free-flowing conversation that can occur with the off ep. So I think that was probably one of the best decisions we've made. But Flame, what about you? Halfway through, you officially joined the ranks. How have you felt in your time here as well?
Yeah, it's been crazy. I always wish, like thinking back on it, like I always wish like I was here from the beginning, because when I did join, that was kind of like more towards the end of me playing Treasure Cruise.
Yeah.
So I, you know, I only had like a decent amount of episodes where like I was actively like engaged with like basically like everything that was going on. But regardless of whether I was playing or not, I've always told you from the first day to even today, like I always just enjoy coming like every other week just to talk about whatever. Like I find it fun.
Chill out.
Relax.
Shut up.
Keep it in pocket.
Get back in the pocket right now.
God. No, but like it's something I always enjoy, just, you know, coming to talk and whatever. It's crazy like how like I was like, while you were talking, like I was just scrolling through like the episodes and like looking at all the thumbnails. Like it's crazy like how like I'm looking at some of these and like it doesn't even look like it's been like that long, but like for example, like 6 Plus Pudding, that was like 2 years ago. I was like,
I know,
oh my
right?
god.
Yeah. Like it's like I'm looking, like you scroll all the way back and it says episode 1 pilot was 40. That was an hour and 14 minutes as well, by the way. We used to record for an hour. Like now if we don't hit 2, we're like, that's a bit of a weak one, fellas. Not a lot to talk about this week, you know. So like it's crazy how like everything's evolved. Like obviously with even with like the rollover of co-hosts as well, like, you know, naturally speaking, even though they're not on the show anymore, but obviously natural shout outs go to Dilba, Cobby, and Joba, previous former hosts of the show as well. I'm not going to get into the politics of it because that's not what we're here to do today, but like, you know, things happen and people move on and you know, things change, and that's just, you know, a natural part of progression, I suppose. Like and I think that, like, you know, it sounds sappy, but I think that what we have now is really good. Like, I think that the chemistry that we have, the banter that flows, like, you know, it's just like we're all able to just really like jump off the back of the next person and keep a conversation going. And everyone, I think that the best part about like the two of you, even though you don't play anymore, you still keep up, you know. And I think that that's like that's super valuable, because then if we talk about something related to Treasure Cruise, you guys are able to still chime in with a really good opinion and really good thoughts and really good ideas. And that, you know, like then we have this nice, like, you know, this nice balance of, you might ask a clarifying question, then that generates more discussion, you know, for me and Todd to jump on, and like that can push it. And I think like there's always gonna be this nice like mixture of good with Treasure Cruise stuff, and then also like we're always on top of the non-Treasure Cruise, which you guys should watch, actually. Like, I don't know, like I know a lot of people are probably here for Treasure Cruise, but I would personally say the off eps are always just really fun, good conversations about like everything, you know, everything that's happening within the last like month or so. Like we try to cover it as you know, within our cone as well, you know. So I would definitely say, like, if you guys enjoy the pod and you don't watch the, you know, the off eps as we call them, then by all means please do check them out, because I think we do a really good job with them, and they're always a really enjoyable time. But yeah, like 4 years, wild. I didn't think this would last this long. Like, you know, all the way this started all the way back with Justin Higaki, man. Throwback
Yes,
way
sir.
way back to the OPTC podcast. We recorded one ep and then we never found time to do another one. And then I said, fuck it, I want to keep doing this shit. So I started it again. So like, you know, you got to give a shout out to the founder, Justin, you know, because without him,
Yes, sir.
without him, like 5 years ago, we wouldn't be here today. So like, and then, you know, and obviously naturally, shout out to all the guests that have been on. You know, it's special. Like we do appreciate everyone's contributions and everyone that's been involved in things and has been part of episodes and has, you know, has put their best foot forward to just really like join in with the banter and have fun and be part of it as well. And I think that it really goes to show that like there are a lot of good eggs in the Treasure Cruise community. Some not, it's fair enough. But, you know, a lot of good eggs in the Treasure Cruise community, and, you know, we do our best to find people to be on the episodes. And I guess like that's an excellent point. Like if there are people that we're going to be at this point, if there are people that you guys want us to try to get on the show, whether it's as an interview or as a Treasure Cruise episode or whatever it is, like let us know down below, and, you know, we'll do our best to make that kind of stuff happen.
Yeah, G-Man.
I miss Gary, man. Where's he at? Where's Mecha Gary at? I miss Mecha Gary, dude. Where's he at, man? Well, I guess that's our
Armored Core.
Armored Core, though. All right, run it. That's a good segue. Actually, yeah, good segue. I'm not going to ask you guys how you're doing. Armored Core, talk to me, Knight. What's going on?
I'm not playing it right now.
What? What? You're the Souls guy. Actually, this isn't a Souls game. Have you seen much about it, or are you lying low? Like, what's your vibe with it right now?
So I like before like came out, there's like a couple like YouTubers that like got to play it like early. So I like watch their videos, and then I like watch like some of the previous games, because none of the previous games are like available right now on like modern consoles. So you have to like basically play them on emulator or buy them for like older consoles, which is kind of aid. So that's why I'm not like didn't like hop on it to it like immediately. But it looks really cool, but it looks like hard as fucking super like super like technical. Like there's like a lot of things that you have to like look into in terms of like building your mech. Like, do you want to have like certain type of legs that make you like jump or let you stay in the air longer, or do you want to be like more tankier or whatnot? So I feel like once you get a hang of it, like it might not be too bad, but it's a lot of like go into the mission, see like what happens, and then come back and readjust sort of thing. So I guess it's kind of like Treasure Cruise, like when you go into like the Coliseum, and then
Armored Core is like Treasure Cruise.
Attack down, see?
Armored Core is like Treasure Cruise. Night 2023.
That's that meme where it's like, explain this in Treasure Cruise terms.
Explain this in Treasure Cruise terms. You go into a stage and it has attack down, so you bring a unit that removes attack down, and then you can beat that. But then the next stage has, you know, bind, so you have to bring another unit that removes bind, and then the next stage is, you know, so on and so on. Is it something that you want to like? Are you gonna pick it up? Are you gonna play it, or are you gonna just leave it, or what's your where are you at with it?
Yeah, I'm planning to play it relatively soon. I might buy it either this week or next week. But yeah, something I just wanted to wait a little bit on. But yeah, definitely plan on getting it.
Flame, you the same? Have you thinking of picking it up, or what are you at?
I personally, I've never played any of the Armored Core series, like any of the games. I I saw a little bit of it. It looks interesting. I'm not too big on mechs.
Mm.
Um, so maybe I'll get it at some point, but there's like too many things that are out right now or like about to come out
Yeah.
that even if I did buy it, like I feel like I just wouldn't have the time to play it.
Yeah.
So I might just wait a little bit on it. But I mean, it definitely looks fun.
Absolutely. I watched Donkey's video on it. So
Okay.
it's interesting because he said like the opposite. He said it's really easy in comparison to most Souls games,
Okay.
which I think is really interesting because. But I do get what you're saying. When you like watch gameplay, it seems like there's just so much going on the screen, and there's just so much happening at the same time, and it seems like it's an absolute mess. But supposedly it's like not as good as the Souls games, but it's like naturally speaking, it's a unique game that for FromSoft. Well, not
Yeah,
unique
isn't
because they made like a lot of these games in the past, like a lot. They had
Yeah.
like this is the sixth Armored Core, and they're like if you look at like their like development history, they've debbed a lot of just whack ass games in their
Yeah.
previous times, and then obviously Dark Souls 1 came out, and it was they found their formula, but. I've been told not I've been told, I should say, but from Donkey's video that I watched on it, he said like it seems pretty straightforward in comparison to Souls games. So like, I don't know.
Okay.
That seems a bit interesting. What were you saying? Sorry, Flame. I cut you.
I was gonna say, isn't it like different though? Like it's not like a Souls game.
It's nothing close to a Souls game. It's like fast
Okay.
paced, like
Yeah,
like fast
so
paced shooting. Like, it's Knights Rather. The customization is actually fucked. Like you
I saw
can
some dude make some Kirby on Twitter.
like you can kit out like every like you can have like 3 guns or something like that. Like your legs can be different, your chest and there's just like hundreds of items to like pick and choose from, and it's just like Jesus Christ, like they really have just said like you can just go buck wild with like customization or whatever it is. Like you can have like 2 machine guns and like a rocket launcher in the back of you, and like you can have like tank legs where it's like you just move around like a tank, so you just like basically get to tank with machine guns on it, and like it seems like they've really just opened the floodgates to whatever kind of customization you kind of want to do, which I think is a good thing. But then again, like I'm just taking it straight from Donkey's video now at this point. But like I guess one of the gripes that he had was like once you find like a build that just works for everything, you've kind of like solved the game. Like there's no need for you to like try out new guns or new legs or whatever it is. You've just resolved everything now at this point. You
Okay.
can go into
Okay.
like any quest you want, and like or any mission I should say you want, and kind of just like you'll beat it. Like so, I don't know if that's a deterrent for you guys. Like I don't know, like when you guys play Souls games and such, like are you switching your builds constantly, or when you find something, is that like something that you stick with the whole time, or how do you guys approach like Souls games and your builds in them?
For
Um,
me, I usually sort of stick with one thing, but it's mostly because like in like the majority of the games, it's like either you can't like respec, so it's hard to like change
Yeah.
your build once you have like something established, or there's like limited like amount of like respects you can do, so it's
Mm.
sometimes not even worth it if you want to like try something and then it's like,
Mm.
I don't really like it, and then go back and do it again.
Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a flame. Sorry. What do you think?
um,
How do you approach it?
yeah, I usually like have like a similar like point of view. Like I usually when I play like Souls games or whatever,
Mm.
I usually like run like dexterity builds. Like
Yep.
I like very quick hits, getting out quick. I like bleed damage.
Mm-hmm.
I like criticals and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
that's usually what I run for like my first like run or so of like any Souls game or Elden Ring.
Mm-hmm.
I also like when I go to like New Game Plus, I usually change it up a little bit because I don't like running the exact same thing. It's kind of
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah.
So like I like to do like great sword builds and like stuff like that. It's a little different. Like it's a lot slower, but you do like way more damage.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's usually how I do those types of games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think Armored Core is a good thing from FromSoft. I think that if like, and I like this is me speaking on their behalf, which just isn't fair, but like, I think if you pigeonhole yourself into like one particular thing, like you never get the opportunity to like show your worth in like in other locations and such too. And I think that like maybe Armored Core wasn't what people were expecting, because naturally I think people were just like, it's gonna be a Souls-like game, but you're in a mech. And it's like,
Yeah.
they've made 5 of other ones of these in the past. Like, surely, like, there's going to be some sort of continuation of it. But from what I've heard, it's solid. You guys might check it out later, so maybe we'll come back to this at some point, and we'll, you know, if Night or Flame, you guys have played it, we'll definitely have another conversation about it, and we'll, you know, we'll see how it fares, I suppose.
Yep.
Flame, you put on the list Sea of Stars. Talk to me. I just looked at this game this morning. What's this game? Tell me about it.
So this game came out of like nowhere. Like nobody was talking about this game.
Yep.
And I forgot exactly what day it came out, but it was like someday last week.
Okay.
It the embargo lifted for it like the day before it came out, and it just like boom, like out of nowhere, it was like 90 whatever on Metacritic, and everybody was just like, what the fuck? So I started to look into it with one of our friends from Knight's server, and it's basically like it's like an old school type of RPG, like similar to like Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy like 6, like that type of game. But it's like it tries to stay true to the nostalgia, but obviously you can't really recreate like the nostalgia
of course
games. But it improves on things that those games were like very bad at. Like it's not clunky at all. Like the animations in the game are like they're beautiful. Like for example, like if you're like walking on like a tightrope, it's very detailed. Like their animations, like they did a really good job with that. For me personally, I really like it because it has similar aspects to like Super Mario RPG. And Paper Mario. Like one of the things that I loved about those games is they have like action commands. So like for example, like if you go to like hit an enemy, if you press A or you know whatever your controller button is, if you press it at like a precise time, you basically do like a more powerful version of the attack. Vice versa. When you take damage, if you press it at the right time, you basically negate some of the damage that you would have taken. So I personally like that. They have a nice like level up, like I guess level up tree. Whenever you level up, you get to basically pick what type of stat you want to level up. So it could be like your combat damage, your HP, your magic defense, you know, whatever it is. So that's pretty cool. The music is very, very nice, like very different. I'm not that far into it. I've played it for like a few hours, so like, you know, obviously I can't like give you like a full breakdown. But I like the story so far. It's interesting. It's different. It kind of like keeps me engaged. The character names are kind of crazy. Like to be honest, like there's some of them like 90% of them I can't even pronounce.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Sea of Stars retro styled RPG centered around 2 heroes named Valerie and Zale. All right, buddy. All right. All right, Chat GPT. All right. Make me a fantasy duo name. Valerie and Zale.
And the cool thing about that game is it actually released on both Xbox Game Pass and the PlayStation subscription.
Oh wow. Okay, cool.
So if you have either of those, you basically could play it for free, which is what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah. But it's a really cool game. I think like it's like $40 on the Xbox app. Like it says like the time to beat it's like between 25 to 30 hours.
Yeah.
It's definitely not easy either. Like I've actually died a couple of times and stuff.
Okay,
so it's a little challenging, but I definitely think it's worth playing if like you're into like those old school type of games.
Yeah, I mean everything I've looked up right now, like, as you've been talking, it just looks sick. So it looks like a really cool game. It came out the 29th of August, so like literally like 4 days, like 4 days ago was its release, which is kind of crazy.
And it's on the Switch, so you can play on the go.
Yeah. Hey, today we're sponsored by Nintendo. Thank you very much, Nintendo, for today's sponsorship. Yeah, PC, Switch, PS4, 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS. Like it's everywhere. Like it looks sick. I actually might like I actually I don't know, like I've talked to you guys before about like single player games and such, but like I don't know. I just don't really like I don't really have time for them. I guess it's a bit rude, but you know what I mean. But like this looks dope as fuck. Like I love these kinds of like RPG turn-based strategy style, style games, and it looks really good. I love the art style, looks great. I'm sure just looking at the art style, you can tell the music bangs. You can just tell it's gonna be really good. So, bit pricey though. Fuck, not cheap. It's 45 Australian dollars on discount right now. 10% off.
Yeah,
so it's like,
that's why I said it's better to just like get like a month of the subscription and just play.
Yeah,
like that.
that's for sure though. Like, damn, that's a bit pricey for an indie. And I mean, hey, if it's worth the coin, it's worth the coin. But like, this is definitely one of those games where like you pick it up in a Steam sale for like 70% off, and then you play it and you're like, yeah, this game's good. You have fun. You have fun. Supposedly, it's a prequel to The Messenger. Have you ever heard of the Messenger?
No, I haven't.
Let me see. The Messenger.
Same company, same people that made it. But I mean, that's what it says on Wikipedia. So I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt, I suppose. But there you go. For those that want a nice little indie turn-based, like it's not isometric, but like top-down. If you want a game to satiate you before Super Mario RPG comes out, then I think this is kind of your ticket. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm so keen for Super Mario RPG, and that might be like the first Switch game that I buy that isn't Pokemon, like in a long time. I'm looking forward to that a lot.
Yep, Knight, are you excited for it?
Yeah, Knight, Gino, your favorite character, dude. You keen?
I can't hear you. I'm taking a call right now.
Sorry, he's on a phone call right now.
Buddy.
Okay, buddy. All right, moving on. You put Baldur's Gate down. Have you had time to play more of it? What's the vibe like right now?
So Baldur's Gate actually released on PC the beginning of August.
Yep.
But the friend that actually introduced me to the game, he doesn't have he doesn't have PC, he has PlayStation. Yep. So the game actually releases for PlayStation on the 5th, I believe, the 5th or the 6th. But
is it crossplay?
It's not.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, I think maybe you could play with console, but you can't play with PC.
Right, okay.
Right, because if you could, I would have bought it last month.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what I was gonna say is it comes out like on the 6th, but if you pay like $10 more, you get the game today. So we just paid $10 more because we're like, fuck it, it's $10.
Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball.
Yeah, fuck it, we ball, basically. So we were actually supposed to start playing earlier, but this dude, he was sleeping for a little bit, so
sleeper.
I won't get on him too much for that. But before I joined, I actually just made my character.
Yeah, what are you doing? What kind of character
you can use? So as typical fashion, we're a high elf.
Yeah, I knew. I was. You know what? God. If you had given me 2 seconds, I would have said you're like some bad bitch, like dark skin elf head ass. That's what
I'm not. I'm not a baddie. I picked the dude.
All right, good man.
That's a first.
That's a first.
because you actually gotta like not like role play, but like kind of.
You kind of do though. Like if you want to enjoy Baldur's Gate, I feel like you have to like really just get into
your
character as well.
If I'm a baddie, I'm gonna be out here.
Hey, back yourself. Back yourself.
No,
you a baddie. You a baddie
jealous.
IRL. Back yourself, King.
Yeah, I'm not packing up no dude. So
hey, relax.
Hey, man, you can be in the deli.
Nah, I ain't gonna be in the. I ain't shaking it like jelly. I ain't doing all that.
Oh my days.
So I picked the high elf. I picked the rogue class because I usually I play like bow and arrow types of classes. Like that's what I picked like in Diablo.
Mm-hmm.
I finished the making like my character's appearance and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
My background, I put like that you know, I was like, I'm that dude that, you know, I lived in the woods type of shit.
I forage off the land.
Yeah, I was raised by the wolves type shit.
I'm a lone wolf.
I'm that guy.
Don't mess with the lone wolf, dude.
Yeah. Don't mess with me when the moon's out type shit.
Nice.
But
are you playing it just the two of you, or are you gonna have other people join in as well, or like what's the plan there?
yeah, as of right now, it's just gonna be me and him. We try to get Knight to play, but Knight was on some weirdo shit. He didn't want to play with
come
us.
on, Knight. Come on, dude. What are you gonna be? You could be like a fucking I don't know. You could be like a peasant in the streets trying to get some coin.
That's crazy.
But secretly you're an assassin that, you know, you've been asked by the king to infiltrate, you know, the lair, but like you're actually really shit at your job. So you're poor as shit, you know, broke. Is like
I told Knight if he plays with us, I'm betraying him on site.
That's whoa. What?
I know.
I'm staying with Knight. I apologize, Knight. I stand with you. Fuck this guy. He's a snake.
We stay in traps. We sneaking. I put my.
Bro, imagine this. Imagine you're about to beat the boss. Flame turn around and roll a nat 20 and fucking crit strikes you in the head. Done. You're dead. That'd be so I would never talk to this guy ever again in my life. That would be crazy. What the hell?
God.
But yeah, we're probably gonna start. I don't know if we're gonna play like as soon as we're done recording, but we're probably gonna start either tonight or tomorrow because I'm off till Wednesday from work.
Okay.
So
yeah. Okay.
we're gonna be chilling for a little bit. On a side note though.
Yep.
Like a lot of people, obviously, this is like a big series. A lot of people have known about this for a long time, but this game kind of like took like I guess the gaming world by like storm. Like
absolutely,
a lot of the, you know, basically number 1, number 2 contenders for like game of the year kind of just got like pushed to the side. Like
yeah, for sure.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if this beat Zelda, to be honest.
I think it's because I haven't seen a lot of it. I don't have any interest in it like per se. But like from what I've like noticed, like it kind of makes like it takes like D&D and makes it like uber accessible. Like it's still like really complicated as like a game, but like the fact that like it's gamified, it's all like in there, and you can just do like almost anything you want and approach the story like however you want. I think like it really opens up like people's creativity and like how they want to like just how they want to play the game, I suppose. Like the only other like there was it wasn't Baldur's Gate, but like I don't know if you guys ever saw Divinity. Was it Divinity Original Sin 2?
Yeah, it's the same company.
Yeah, very similar kind of structure, but Baldur's Gate I feel like is just way more just like do whatever you want. I remember I saw a clip of some guy. He was like a mage and he just kept on creating like fucking crates in thin air. And then he would just keep jumping to the next crate, and then he just climbed over like the entire like castle wall, so he just avoided like the whole like all the guards and all the. It basically just casually just like and like that's just shit you can do in the game, you know. Like, and I think that like that's like it's awesome when like you know you can just kind of let your creativity just run wild, and you can just do whatever you want. It makes it super fun.
Yeah, I really like that, and I heard that compared to like Divinity, that this game is like a lot more accessible to people that like, aren't familiar with those types of games and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that's definitely gonna be good for me because I've never played like D&D, like real D&D or like Divinity, so it's gonna be a first for me. You know, I had to pull up with some crazy shit. My boy's name is Valor.
There you go. Here you go. You fucking
okay.
Well, you know, give it
Valor the third.
Stars.
Valor the what?
No, I'm kidding.
Valor the third.
Yeah, you know, I'm popping the seed like
hey bro, you ain't Todd. You ain't Todd, relax. Relax. Why do you think Todd's going back to America?
Yep.
Hey, that's crazy.
Spoiler.
Yeah, sorry guys. Todd's actually quitting Treasure Cruise. That's the announcements right now.
Family channel on the way.
Family channel. The broskies.
Oh god.
make some crazy videos. I deleted my boyfriend's Treasure Cruise account. Oh my god!
And then it's like the shock face, and then it's just like Todd's like the head in hands.
That's crazy. One other thing for Baldur's Gate, I forgot which game it was. I think it was Elden Ring, and there were some other games, but like there was like times where games were releasing where other developers would like kind of see what they were doing, and in a way they would like kind of like make these like awkward remarks or like these kind of like envious or jealous remarks.
Yeah.
But the reason they're making that is because they're like in a way like they're kind of like nervous or scared, and a lot of people were a lot of developers were actually like making those types of remarks towards Baldur's Gate. Yeah. So that was like in a essence of me like kind of thinking like, oh shit, like this game actually might be like crazy. So
yeah, I think it's also like it's like a development like marvel. Like it's really hard to like I don't even know where you'd even start with developing a game where you can like kind of do whatever you want and it's still like work. You can still like complete the story. Like I think even in like Divinity, I remember like watching videos on it and like some guy like kills like the first quest giver. So he just never gets the first quest.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? And he just goes off. And you're just like, how does the game work? Like, how can you just keep like I don't understand how you would like where do you even start? Like props to the devs, like fucking some geniuses there then. Like far out. Like I don't even know where you'd begin. You kill the first quest giver, you move on. You're like, huh? Where do you even go? What do you even do? No one even knows who you are. Like, I think that's sick. So I think we'll get added to the list. We'll get a callback from Flame next month on his Baldur's Gate adventures. How Valere, the high elf from the fucking woods, is how he's trekking along. So,
oh yeah, definitely.
We'll see how we go. All right. Well, we couldn't not talk about Gacha, you know, as per usual. But something crazy is happening. Dokkan is merging.
Yes, it finally it's crazy.
That is wild.
Yeah, this is very long overdue.
Talk to me about it.
So they announced the merge of Global and Japan in the worldwide download celebration stream, which I personally wasn't expecting because that was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested to see how they're gonna do it. You know, are they gonna kind of do it similar to how Treasure Cruise did it? Because I don't know if like any other games, at least that I've played, have done a merge other than OPTC. While I was playing, at least maybe they have in the past, but I'm kind of curious to see how they're gonna do it because like in the terms of like Dokkan Global isn't that far behind Japan.
Yeah.
Like there's maybe 5 or less units, like the celebration units or whatever, that are missing on Global.
Yeah.
And compared to like One Piece Treasure Cruise, which don't get me wrong, we're not gonna boost Treasure Cruise here, has no content as well. Dokkan literally has no content. Like the only content in Dokkan, the only content that's in Dokkan is Easy A's basically. And they could easily just drop them all. Like that's not an issue at all. So I'm curious to see how they're gonna do it. I saw like some of like the bigger Dokkan streamers or YouTubers or whatever saying like, oh, maybe by this time next year, which I think that's retarded. That there's no way that long.
No, Treasure Cruise.
Yeah,
I think Treasure Cruise. Funnily enough, though, I think The Truth supposedly had reached out to Todd to make a tweet thread about like how Global merged. You know. And then The Truth talked about it, which I think was psychotic for him to not just have Todd on the video to discuss in person. Because watching him make that video was like cringing. I was cringing the whole time. He's like, I don't get what a Suga Fest is. I think it's like one of the main. I think it's like an LR, and I'm just like, fucking ask Todd to be on the video so he can explain to you what these things, what's occurred. Like it's not hard, brother. Treasure Cruise is unique.
Funny enough, that's actually who I was talking about. Like, I love Truth. I think he's funny, but when I saw him say that in my head, I was like, yeah, it's kind of retarded. Like, it's not. He's just like,
like, oh, I think this is like some sort of content, and I'm just like, bro, like, if you, I'm sorry, and I know that video is gonna. All right, how many views do you think that video got? Because I think that video was probably like a free fucking video for him.
Yeah, that probably got a lot, definitely.
But like,
he,
yeah, you go. Sorry.
no, I was gonna say because he usually averages like a pretty good amount of views, so that was probably definitely one of his higher ones.
Yeah, well, it's good luck trying to find the video because he fucking makes 4 million
yeah,
videos
he makes
a day.
like 5 videos a day. He's a beast.
he got 88K, so that's not like
yeah
for a video about the version syncing, like it's not bad.
Yeah. So my guess would be the Dokkan Japanese anniversary is basically the end of January going into February.
Right. Yeah.
The global one obviously is in July.
Yeah.
But as of right now, global in Japan Dokkan, they have like a Thanksgiving celebration, a Christmas, and a New Year's celebration.
Mm-hmm.
So I would imagine that they would try to get it synced up by before the anniversary because that would be kind of crazy to not have it merged by then.
So
yeah,
supposedly, I mean, I'm scrolling back to like Todd's tweets or whatever, but we had I think like when was it? We merged like it was like July or like August of 21. And no, we had like the merge had started, like they were speeding up content, and then officially the game was like merged on December 19th, I think it was. So they sped up content for like a couple months, and then like I think they started speeding up content like it was in like they started speeding up content from July onwards. So it took like 6 months to speed up content and then merge together.
Right, but the difference with Dokkan and OPTC is Dokkan doesn't really drop content based around the newer units. Like you can like all the stuff that comes out, like you can beat it with like stuff that you have already. It's not like, oh, you need this unit because it's boosted and blah 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 and this and that. Like, so that's why I'm saying like they can just basically drop, whatever it is whenever they want because the game doesn't really work like that. The game
exactly right.
The game works more like category based and basically just that. So like obviously some of the newer characters have either newer categories or are part of the categories that are already in the game. So that makes it easier. But I feel like they can implement it a lot more seamlessly than how OPTC did it. Even though
absolutely.
the OPTC merge wasn't even that bad, to be honest.
I think the like I always talk about it, like the merge itself went well. I think like we like that merge celebration banner was like the best banner that's like released since like Shanks Crew's French anniversary banner. It was a really good banner. Like the way they did content was just like they just skipped it. They just said, no, we're not gonna, half of the content wasn't even releasing, and they just gave us the units in the mail, which I think is fine. I think that's perfectly fine to catch things up. So I think that the way they handled the merge was really good. I would say though that in hindsight, the merge was like one of the worst things to happen to Treasure Cruise. That's me personally speaking. Yeah. I think the merge sucked. I think that the merge ruined the uniqueness of Global because now everything's just aligned to JP and in turn made the game worse for global players. I don't know if there's that much of a difference between how Global and Japan on Dokkan is run. I don't know. Is that the case?
So here's the thing with Dokkan, and this actually it really sucks to be honest. So when you have like a mobile game or a gacha game, there should, other than like one game just being ahead of another one, like because of like content wise or when it was released, there shouldn't be like a superior version of the game.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
just retarded.
Yeah, absolutely.
In Dokkan's case, there is actually a superior version, which is the global version, because
okay.
I don't know if you know this, but whenever there are big banners in Dokkan on global that aren't like synced with Japan, like for example, like this worldwide download celebration, the same thing drops on Japan at the same time.
Yeah.
Also on Saiyan Day, the same exact banners drop at the same time.
Yeah.
For other big banners, like for example, the anniversary or like on Christmas or New Year's or whatever.
Yeah.
Global, for whatever reason, they give us tickets every time that we do multis.
Yep.
So basically, every 3 multis you do, you get 1 free multi.
Yep, that's
And
right.
on top of that, they have these packs in the shop that if you do spend money on the game, they're definitely worth getting.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, both of those things don't exist on Japan.
And see, that's a problem because when the games merge, my assumption would be that everything will then align to the Japanese version.
Exactly. And honestly, I hope that it does. Like I would much rather them take that away from us and just give us nothing than for them to keep us with the tickets, merge us, and then not give them anything, because that would be horrible.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
because that's what happened with Treasure Cruise. Like Treasure Cruise was like global banners. People complain that they were worse. They were actually better. Like every Treasure Cruise banner on global was better than its counterpart in the Japanese version for the most part. Sometimes it wasn't. I'll give you that. But for the most part, it was. Especially the fact that they started introducing the 1-gem multis on the global version and like that kind of stuff. Like I feel like the global version was definitely more of like a testing ground for like what was there to be in the future.
Kind of similar to the argument I just made for Dokkan. Like that sucked in OPTC's terms as well, because Japan never had 1-gem multis. Japan never had the all red multis, the 30-gem multis, all that stuff. So it's like that sucked, to be honest. So
exactly.
I'm definitely happy that they took it away. I mean, I would have much rather if they just gave it to everybody.
Yes. Correct.
But that's what they decided to do, I guess.
And like it's like, I guess like the thing that I mean, I don't care for Dokkan. I find it interesting, like the way that like this merge is now randomly occurring. But I think that like Global's Treasure Cruise version was actually really good. And the merge, and I've said this in the past, and I don't know if people believe me or not, but like merging the games is just a financial move that saves them a crap ton of money, so therefore their profit margins grow exponentially. Like, the fact that they no longer have to manage 2 different schedules, 2 different timelines, release unique content on both versions, blah, 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 etc., etc. Like, the development time for things probably diminishes, and etc. Like, as far as I'm aware. Like, you know, I don't know the ins and outs of how Bandai or Dreecom for global or for Treasure Cruise like actually functions, but that's my assumption. The amount of time investment's less. You can have less staff working on the game at any given time because both of them are going to get the same content. We're both going to get the same banner. We're both going to get the same raid or the same Easy A or the same expansion or whatever it is, you know? So... And I think that, like, naturally speaking, like, it's going to cost them a lot of money to merge because it's not cheap to do that. But
definitely not.
But at the same time, their profit margin, I would be comfortable in assuming it's going to increase a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
A lot. And that's Dokkan already makes a fucking crap ton of money as it is. So like, I don't know, like, you know, it's not that they need any more money, but like, it's their margins are going to be crazy.
Yep. Yeah, because like Dokkan, like it's kind of like I always like would compare it to like Fate, for example. Like it's nice knowing the units that come out. Like for example, there's a Super Saiyan 4 Goku that's coming out on global, or at least was supposed to come out probably around like Thanksgiving. Like that unit's like super hype, but like, you know, by the time that unit comes out, like, you know, you already know like the next 5-6 units, so it's like you don't even care no more. So that was one thing that always sucked. So I'm definitely glad that they're merging it. It's gonna suck, obviously, you know, if you're someone that spends money, because now you're definitely gonna be more like tempted or just have impulse purchases.
Yes, that's the problem.
Like, oh, yeah.
No, I agree. And, like, yeah, global was always beneficial because you could see a legend come out and you were like, yeah, it's not that good. You know, and then you could just skip it and be comfortably skip it and move on. But I mean, like, for the most part these days in Treasure Cruise anyway, most legends suck balls anyway. So it's like, you just skip them regardless. Nothing's really, we've gone back full circle.
Talk to
So the part 2 to this is there's actually some drama
with the
worldwide download celebration.
Ooh, I love me some drama.
So there's drama with the banners itself and the units released. So basically last year's worldwide download celebration was the first time they changed the format of how they released the banners.
Right.
So initially, how they would release it is they would release a dual Dokkan Fest with basically two separate banners with the two LR Dokkan Fest units, which are both really good. And then on the part two, they would have like a legendary summon banner, which is just basically like it's like a separate LR banner that aren't Dokkan Fest units. The banner has like worse rates, but all of the LRs that aren't Dokkan Fest units are available on it. That's basically how the banner structure was for most of all of the worldwide download celebrations. Last year, when they changed it, instead of it being a dual Dokkan Fest, they created a new banner. It was called a Carnival banner. So basically, what the Carnival banner was they would release now instead of they would have a dual Dokkan. They would have a Dokkan Fest banner, a Carnival banner. Then the part two would be the other Dokkan Fest banner, and then another Carnival banner.
Right.
So instead of having that one LR banner, they split it into two. Um, they had more unfeatured LRs featured, which I mean is cool. But in my personal opinion, I think the concept of it was retarded.
Yeah.
Because instead of just making an entire new banner and like a new term and a carnival unit, like being a carnival unit doesn't just make you a better unit. They could have just they could have just made that one LR banner that they had just a better banner. Just make that carnival banner one banner and just have both the units on it because that's also some.
No, go. Sorry, I was gonna ask.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say that another downside to it is on the initial banner you had both of the new units on it, so you had the opportunity to pull both of them. Now you have to pull on both of those banners, which that sucks.
Would you say that a carnival banner is similar to like an anniversary unit in Treasure Cruise, where they're only pullable on like anniversary related banners?
They're only the carnival units are only pullable on carnival banners.
Yeah, that's fucked.
And
yeah, okay.
Yeah, and they also created another separate coin as well, carnival coins.
Yeah, that's fucked.
So they did that moving forward for basically the entire year, but for whatever reason they scrapped it the anniversary of it. So like I told you, last year was a Dokkan Fest and a carnival unit.
Yeah,
they reverted back to double dual Dokkan Fest. So now it kind of makes it was funny, and the funny thing about it was when they initially released it, most of the people that just basically suck Dokkan off, like they don't view it in the eyes of people like regular people that play the game, like us for example or whatever. They view it as in the eyes of I have unlimited
coins.
Pulls
I
have unlimited pulls because I'm going to spend $50,000 on the game, so it doesn't
right.
matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when they announced this year that they were changing it back, all of them basically just said, "Oh, I don't know how I feel, blah blah blah." But it's obviously they don't know what to say.
No, of course, yeah. No, I think like that's interesting because like if you're saying it's similar to the anniversary units, I think that's like one of the worst things Treasure Cruise has done in a long time. Is release like, to be fair, like none of the anniversary units are actually like that good, so that's a positive naturally. But like, I think like Treasure Cruise releasing like anniversary units where you can only pull them when the banner specifies it's an anniversary is one of the stupidest decisions they could have made in a long time. Especially like during Global Annie, they released 3 of them. Like, and we're not going to be able to pull any more anniversary units until... I don't even think they were available during JPN. No, they were available, sorry. But we won't be able to pull any more, and them until November this year, again. Like, that's the next time. And then we won't be able to pull them again until, like, March next year. So, like, I think, like, doing some exclusive unit like that, then removing them, and then bringing them back, and doing all that kind of stuff. It's like, it just... unnecessarily over convolutes like the game. Like, I don't know, like how do they sit in like a board meeting and like make this decision? Like, yeah, this is actually a really good idea. Let's like do this with the units. Like, what? Don't do that. Like, I don't know. I think that like I think maybe I'm simplistic, but I think just leave it as like you have Dokkan Fest units, you have SSRs, you have LRs, whatever it is. I don't know. And just keep it straightforward. Like, people are going to much prefer that. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all for revenue grabbing and money and et cetera, et cetera.
Right, of course, because unfortunately, this is the reality of it. You know, these companies, they would not make something that benefits the player. They want to make whatever is going to make them the most money.
Absolutely.
So obviously, splitting up the banners is more beneficial to them.
So
So we have to see what happens when they release part two, because part two, the celebration, hasn't been announced yet. We
right.
don't know if it's going to be a double carnival banner, or like I said, if they're just going to make a single carnival banner and put both of the units on it. That still aids because they separated the coins, but that's better in my opinion because you're not forced to pull on two banners.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so that's that. That was basically the banner drama. The actual drama for the celebration is the two units that they released. They're good, but they kind of fucked them in a way,
Oh
unfortunately.
no, here we go.
So
Like Gear 5 level of fuck them? Or like what are we talking about here? Because
I probably a
Gear
little.
5 kind of ass. If we're gonna be honest ourselves here.
Yeah, like they kind of they a little sus. I'm not gonna lie, and let me explain to you what I mean.
Yeah, let me explain.
So so the download celebration this year is based on the Vegito Blue versus Zamasu fight, the future saga of Dragon Ball Super.
Yep.
So they actually haven't released a Vegito unit in like 3 years, which is kind of
Okay.
crazy to be honest.
Yep.
So they released a Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Vegito.
Okay.
So for whatever reason, the multipliers, like the damage based multipliers and the defense based multipliers on this Goku and Vegeta before they transform, they're just fucking garbage.
Oh no.
Like
Oh
like
no.
like what? All right, so you know how like when you attack in Dokkan, like it shows you your attack style and whatever.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
All right, so normal like attack stats nowadays for units, like even units that have been easy Aing, is like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mil. Like whatever, like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
This brand new dual Dokkan Fest LR best unit in the game caliber unit is pulling up with like 1 mil, 2
Bruh.
mil, 3 mil. I'm like, I'm just like, bro, what is this ass?
Oh
Like, what the
no.
hell? And even and this is like I'm talking like rainbow. Like I'm not like you pulled like 5 copies of this unit. Like you have
Like
max
maxed out
equipped on it.
entirely, right?
Like maxed out. Like imagine like super max LLB OPTC Gear 5 like popping up with like a
1,000
3x
attack or
multiplier.
some shit.
Yeah.
fucking peanuts, mate.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's like
right,
like what.
interesting.
Yeah, so like it's super weird. Like obviously they're not shit. Like they're still really good,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
it's very weird. It's like a very weird unit. And then they have like a weird what's it called, condition to transform as well. It's like it's HP based,
Right.
and then it's like if you don't meet this HP criteria, you get it like on turn 7, which that in Dokkan terms, like turn 7, like that's a really long time.
Right, okay,
um
okay.
Also, since Dokkan or Dragon Ball really does no new content, this
Yep.
Vegito basically has all new animations. So they're Dokkan original animations.
Oh wow, okay, yep.
That's cool, but
Worse or better?
unfortunately, because like 90% of them are original, they're fucking ass.
Oh no.
Um, the, the final LR Vegito super attack, it looks pretty cool, but there are shots like it's weird because like there's shots in Dokkan where like you could tell like, oh shit, like they really put a lot of effort into it. And then there's others where it's like, yeah, this looks super sus.
Right, okay,
So
interesting. Really interesting.
unfortunately, that Vegito suffered from that. So yeah, kind of sucks because that's obviously the hype unit of the celebration, and
Yeah, for sure.
they fucked him. So the secondary unit to this celebration is it's a merged Zamasu unit.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you know this, but like in Dokkan, the way units work is basically by the title, like their name.
Yep, yep.
So the characters link together based on their names.
Yes.
So there's a couple different versions of Zamasu. So there's regular Zamasu, then there is the merged Zamasu when he merges with Goku Black.
Yep.
Then there's the corrupt Zamasu where
Yep.
like half his face is purple.
Yep.
So for whatever reason, literally every other Dragon Ball game, Dragon Ball Legends, Fighters, and whatever other Dragon Ball games that there are that cover the future saga of Dragon Ball Super, they all have that Zamasu that released on Dokkan named as corrupted Merge Zamasu or whatever the fuck.
Sure, yeah.
For whatever reason, Dokkan is the only game that has him just called Merge Zamasu.
Interesting.
And that sucks because the only other good Merge Zamasu or Zamasu unit in general, other than the EZA that just came out, is an LR Merge Zamasu, which came out like a year ago, which he's actually pretty good. But because the new Zamasu has the wrong name, like literally he has the wrong name, you can't use them together because they don't link. And it's terrible.
That's just tough. That's just tough.
Yeah, it's retarded. And also just because the people that like create the Dokkan units, they're just like morons.
Absolutely.
The new LR Merge Zamasu, he's really good. Like the Vegito unit, like he makes him look like he's garbage.
Right.
That's how good he is.
Interesting.
They just released an EZA for one of the older Zamasus. This EZA Zamasu is really good, but the condition for the new Zamasu to use his active skill is HP based. So it's basically, I think, if you have like 70% or less. So don't ask me why, but they made the new EZA Zamasu an insane healer. So now it's hard to hit the HP threshold.
Oh my days! No thought, man. There's never any like. There's never any, like. It just like listening to this. Just like I compare it all to Treasure Cruise. Like Gear 5 is such a wonky ass unit. I don't understand why or how they managed to fuck Gear 5 up so much. Obviously because he's getting a 6+, and like I would assume they're gonna make him fucking cracked after the 6+. That's my guess. But I mean, here's to hoping, I suppose. But then you look at like Big Mum fucking is goated. Like Big Mum released and she makes Gear 5 like not look as good. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a weird comparison, but like it's the same thing as Dokkan, it seems, or at least very, very similar. So like I don't know. That just I don't know how gacha companies do it, man. I don't know how do you fuck it up? Like surely you want to make like the anniversary units like absolutely broken every single time so that people just like always feel the urge to like summon on them and such. Like
yeah, you know. one of the other like it's so stupid. Like it's retarded.
Yeah.
One of the other issues with the Zamasu is in his leader ability or his like captain ability, one of the classes he boosts is Fused Fighters, and Fused Fighters is actually one of the best classes in the game.
Right.
However, the problem with it is that most of the good Fused Fighters that you would want to use are like hero units. Zamasu is obviously a villain.
Yeah.
Not that you can't use them together, but the issue with the Zamasu's kit is with his active ability, he introduces a new mechanic to Dokkan called like domain ability. Like,
okay,
I guess Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah,
For whatever reason, if you use super units while you have your domain expansion activated, your super units take 30% more damage. So like that's like crazy. Like when you're pulling up to like the super hard events, like you're getting bombed if you're taking 30% more damage.
Interesting.
So it's like that counter is like counterintuitive in a way.
Yeah.
Obviously you could just not use those classes. You could just use like the more villain based classes that you know he's a part of. But then why give him that? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Else. Or just not included that.
Hey man, another situation where devs don't play their own game. It's another situation where the devs just kind of make shit and then like they don't understand how like things work, which is always going to be like a tough situation to be in, I suppose. It's just I don't know. We'll see how Dokkan goes. I think it would be interesting to come back. And it's like I guess like I guess I'm just curious how the merge is going to end up functioning. I suppose like how streamlined is it going to be? Are they going to follow the Treasure Cruise route because they already have like a guideline because of it? But then you're mentioning there's like no content. So like, do they really need to like is the only thing they're missing like EZAs and units? I suppose like can they just not all do that like in one fell swoop or like I don't know. So we'll keep tabs on that and we'll go from there. I suppose. Sounds good.
Yep.
Good little with the Dokkan podcast now. What's going on, guys? I guess like final thing we'll talk about today, before we get into questions, will be the live action.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's chat. All right. First and foremost, how many have you guys watched the whole thing? How many eps are you guys in? What's the sitch?
So Flame and I watched the first 2 yesterday.
Yep.
Yes, because in typical Flame fashion, I couldn't watch on Thursday because we were on a date.
Yep. Good man.
But yes, we watched the first 2 yesterday. I don't know if we're gonna watch today, but we're probably gonna watch the next couple within the next couple of days. Yep. About you?
Good. I've watched the first 6, so I'll finish it off. I'll finish it off this evening.
Okay.
So we'll keep it to the first 2. I guess like first and foremost, like what's the vibe? How do you guys think? How do you guys feel about it? Do you think they've done a good job? Poorly? Like, what's the what are you guys thinking?
I like it. Like, I've enjoyed my time watching it. Like, and I'm taking it in for what it is. Like, I'm trying my best not to compare it too much.
Absolutely.
I'm trying my best not to compare it too much to the manga. But man, there's some parts that it's just ass.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even trying to be like it's ass.
It's weird. Like,
yeah,
I thought the first episode was really good. I enjoy how like the story doesn't necessarily like align. I think I'm a big fan of that. But like there are moments where you look at it like I guess like for lack of it, where like they kind of try maybe a bit too hard with the voice act, like the way that the actors like are portraying the voice is like Zoro's always like, yeah, so like we're gonna kill Buggy, and you're just like, I don't need you to do that, man. Like just speak up. Like Zoro in the anime, whatever. Yeah, he's corpse husband type beat. You know, like you know what I mean? Like Zoro in the anime is like speaks up, speaks. I know that one way Zoro like the cool, like calm guy and all that kind of stuff, but like, I think like I will say like the casting was good. Like I won't lie about that. I think everyone was casted like really well. I love, but Buggy, I think episode 2 is like probably still my favorite ep. That or episode 5 I think was really good. But episode 2 was so good. I loved Buggy's portrayal. I loved he's just a fucking clown. Like he genuinely is just a fucking clown. It's absolutely amazing how they did it. So
I liked Buggy too, but I found it crazy how like they turned like the Buggy camp from like kind of like a fun chill place to like basically like a fucking slave camp.
Yeah, torture like a torture house.
I
was like, yeah, literally they're all chained up. They're all clapping when it says like laughter and like kind of shit.
Applause.
Like applause. Yeah. Like
God.
I think it's like it's cool, but like like I guess how I don't know. I don't even know what to ask at this point. Like, have you enjoyed it? Like, how have you felt about like the Ep 1? What did you guys think about episode 1? How do you think how do you feel that went?
You can go ahead.
Yeah,
no, you go ahead
first.
Okay, no, I don't even know. I don't even know.
Go night. Go.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I think like the set designs and shit and
crazy.
Like, the transition, yeah, they go hard as They go super crazy. Like Shellstown looked crazy.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I can't believe they did that shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Characters, I like them. The only one I'm kind of weirded out by is like Helmeppo, because
why he caked up? Why is Helmeppo caked up? Boy is going fucking cheeks, boy. He got the gat, you know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn.
It's crazy. I mean, I don't hate it.
I'm not mad. Exactly. I'm not mad, but damn.
Compare it, it's kind of like this dude's like little ass kid.
Yeah, Kobe is a fucking destroyed little fuck.
Giga Chad.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You versus the guy she tells us not to worry about is Helmeppo and Kobe, dude. Like, it's fucked, dude.
God.
Alright, you Flame, how you feel about that one?
I thought that was crazy.
No, like I said earlier, I'm really enjoying it so far. Some of the things that I don't like personally is I don't like how like they kind of changed like the way that the characters are meant to be interpreted. Like
Okay, interesting.
like
Yeah,
for example, like Luffy, like in the first 2 episodes at least, they're very hardcore portraying him as like, "Oh yeah, I'm a hero. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna help these people,
yeah,
blah blah
yeah,
blah."
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
in actuality, like Luffy's not like that. Like when he's on the boat with Kobe, he's not telling him like, "Oh, you could do it," blah blah blah.
Yeah,
He's
chase
telling
your
him like,
dreams
"No,
and
like
shit. Yeah, yeah,
in the manga or anime, he's telling him like, like I don't like you. Like you're a loser."
yeah. Stop being some weird
um
ass marine guy.
Yeah, and like for example, like Nami, like in the episode 2, like they made her like run out of the carnival like tent or whatever, and like
Yeah,
she sees like all of like the
yeah,
village or
yeah,
like rampage and all that crap.
yeah, yeah,
But in actuality, like in the real shit, Nami's like literally going through those houses stealing shit, and Luffy's
yeah.
like, damn,
Exactly.
like damn, you're taking that shit.
Yeah.
Like so like little stuff like that. Oh, also Garp. Oh god.
You don't
They got
like
my man
up?
Garp's on some demon time.
Bro, that's okay. Like, I love casting for Garp. Fantastic. I think Garp is
I
he's really sick. But like, I think once you guys watch a few more eps, I'm not a fan of how I don't know. I'm
They
not the
portray
biggest
him.
fan of how they've portrayed him. I think the
okay,
more I
Yeah.
look into it, I'm not the biggest fan
so
of it personally.
so yeah, this is my opinion on Garp right now. Like the appearance, like the actor that's playing him, I
Crazy.
think yeah, he looks good, but
Yeah.
he's not doing they're not doing a great job portraying Garp as he's supposed to be. Because first of all, he's not even supposed to be here.
Yeah,
Second of
yeah,
all,
naturally.
like
Yeah.
they got him like on this very pseudo serious
Yeah, that's what I
military
didn't
over
like.
navy shit,
I
and then
did
they
He's
got
like
my
a
man.
Kainu.
Yeah,
He
he's like a
is.
Kainu,
I
and then
didn't
they
like
got him
that.
walking in with his dog hat on,
I
looking
love
mad
the dog
goofy.
hat, dude. I love that shit. So funny.
But I'm curious though because like I'm personally a part of the camp where I would be surprised if this gets a season 2, not because it's bad or anything,
Where
just
do you
because I
go?
just yeah,
What
because
do you
like this
do?
like this ruins like post Annie's lobby, like the hype of it.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
I like obviously you probably know the answer to this already, but like are we pulling up to like Syrup Village with Garp and Garp's like being like, yeah man, your dad's dragon, like what the fuck?
I mean, I'm
Like
not
what's
gonna
going
say
on?
shit, but like there is like I think like the reason why I don't like Garp is because of like why is he so serious?
Yeah,
Like,
because
Yeah.
he's not like that at
bro,
all.
Garp in the anime is a fucking goofball. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's a fucking schmuck. Like, there is I will say there is a flashback to like Luffy and Garp, yeah, at one point,
Okay.
and just like the way that they portrayed him in that flashback was like, "Fuck you, Luffy. Fuck your dreams. Don't become a fucking part." And I'm just like, he's not that.
Yeah, that's
Like,
crazy. Yeah,
I
I don't like
don't,
that.
I
Yeah.
don't think they needed to make Garp. Like, I think having Garp be there is fine. I think it's a unique twist on things. But I think him being like nonchalant would have been so much better than him being like, "We're gonna fucking kill these pirates." Like, Garp does not care.
Yeah.
Garp does not give a fuck. Like, he does not care at all. And I think
Um,
that's my biggest gripe. I think.
yeah. One one other thing that it kind of bothered me, this is like I guess with the Shanks crew thing,
Mm,
the way that they portrayed how Luffy like obtained the gum gum fruit.
yeah,
Because in canon like they very hyper focus like okay this fruit
they tell
this
you
is
about the
very
fruit,
important.
right? Yeah,
It's very important,
yeah,
Shank it's literally always by Shanks' side,
yeah.
whatever. In the live action it's just
He just
fucking
finds
thrown
it.
in some fucking
Yeah.
room.
And also, like, how does
Like
he
fuck
know?
that
Like,
shit.
I think, like, I think, like, how does he know it's a fruit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, he kind of looks at it. He's like, "I'm gonna eat this." Like, what?
right,
No,
right.
also let's talk about that fruit. That fruit looked ass.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looked
that
like
shit looked like
foam. No,
that
shit
no,
looked
that
like.
shit looked
Yeah,
like
it
a
looked like
fucking
fun.
that shit looked like a Christmas ornament. Like, that
Like,
shit was
no,
crazy.
but it is true though. Like, I don't understand why they would make it. Like, he just rummaging around. He's like, "Ooh, that box.
Yeah,
Ooh,
right,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
pick this up and I'm gonna start eating it." It's like, no, he ate it
right.
during the canon because he's like, "Fuck you, Like, I'm gonna open this shit up and consume it. And he knows it's a fruit in the canon. Here, he has no fucking clue what it is. No idea what it is.
Right, exactly. And like what made it like crazy in the manga is like Shanks, like everybody knew basically not to touch it. The only people that are going over there are like Makino, Luffy, and whatever, but he just did not expect Luffy to do something that retarded.
Exactly.
So that's why he didn't even pay attention to it. In this, it just makes him look retarded because he's like, okay, yeah, fuck the fruit, let's just throw it in the room. Like,
it's like, bro, that's like and like, you know, obviously with what we know, like, you know, the fruit actually being like this like hyper god tier, like these gods of fruit, like him throwing it in like the room is just like, don't know about that one, chief.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the hold on, I was gonna say, did you guys see the clip of Zoro's sword fucking
yes, I saw that on Twitter. That was crazy.
Bro, how do you like, I'm sorry, like they've done, the thing that I hate, like I don't want to bag on the show because I think that I think Blanken's statement, it's so good. I think it's probably one of the best live action anime like adaptations we've gotten, like, period, of all time. I think it's really good, but you can't miss that. It's fucking front and center. Like, you know what I mean?
That shit was funny.
So it's like, if Arta was the one that was watching it, bro, that's on you, man. That's on him. Yeah, you fucking missing that. But, you know, no one's gonna point out, hey, why does Zoro's sword fucking go limp for like 2 seconds and flings back out? Like,
yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, kind of going off of what you said, like, yeah, as much as I'm shit talking, yeah, like I'm still enjoying it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Another funny thing was when Lucky Rose beamed the shit out of the Higuma fighters with the fucking chicken wing.
Dude,
that was crazy.
I will say, I loved how like I love that little moment of Yasop like pointing the gun at the guy, and then he said, "Nah, fuck it." Points it at the pole and about. I'm like, that's tight. That's fucking tight as shit.
Yeah, Yasop is goated, but my man Ben Beckman, he's looking like some homeless dude. Off
he
like,
a bit tubby, you know what I'm saying? No offense, but like, I don't think Beckman meant to be built like that. You know what I mean?
Like if we're being serious, like, can you imagine that actor like holding Kizaru at gunpoint?
Yeah,
that's not happening.
I will say, like, in like the episode that I watched last night, the green screen was shockingly bad, and like it was noticeably. You guys were like, it was Ep. What was it? It was Ep 6. Probably like my least favorite episode so far. But like, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's the Sanji Zeph section, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Just keep an eye out for the green screen. You can tell, like, it's not good. And, like, not that I expected them to fucking go into the ocean and find a rock that they could fucking sit on for 50 days or whatever, but, like, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
And you're just like, there's, like, moments like that where, like, you know, and like you were saying, Knight, like, the Shells Town was incredible. Like, the way the set is amazing. But then you have the switch where you have this green screen section where it's like, I don't know, did the budget run out or some shit for this section, or was like, oh, what's going on here? So like, that one I wasn't a fan of that part there, but I think it's been fun. But no, like, now that you mention it, like, the way they have portrayed some of the characters have been a bit like, yeah,
right, yeah,
like
it's like it's definitely weird. Like, even like Zoro, for example, like if we're getting like super nitpicky, like the way that Zoro's portrayed in the live action is more like how he's portrayed post time skip, where he's very chill, he's very serious. Like in East Blue beginning, like prior to the Mihawk fight, like Zoro's very jokey, like he's very like enthusiastic about shit.
Yeah.
That's not how Zoro's portrayed like in this. If we're getting
I don't even think Zoro is meant to be like a serious character. Like, he's a dumbass.
He's not. I mean? but as time has went on, he got way more serious.
Yeah, exactly right. Like, I think like as time's gone on, he's realized like his dream can actually become reality, right? But like, when he gets his pipe smoked by fucking Mihawk, he's just like, shit. Like, I got a long way to go. You know what I mean?
Also, just saying, Mr. Seven getting fodderized.
That's crazy.
That was crazy.
Bro, man actually got fucking sliced in half, put in a bag, And
Yeah, he
said
just pulled up like, I'm from Baroque Works. I was like, what?
That is sick though. And that's the crazy part, right? Because there are moments in the show where you're like, they really know what they're talking about. Like, they've really like planned this out. But then there are other parts you're like, Luffy isn't this happy to be with Kobe. Like, you know, like he isn't like telling Kobe to go follow his dreams and chase them and become a Marine and like have fun and like blah, blah, like it's this weird balance of things, I suppose. So like,
yeah, he's just a different kind of pirate.
Exactly.
God, I hate that.
Like it's I don't know. Like I like, to be honest with you, like obviously like the show is portrayed for like the normal consumer, like people who have never watched it, like they can watch this as an abstract, like, oh, this is a cool show about pirates, and they go watch it. Like they don't know who Luffy and Nami, Zoro are. They don't know what they're meant to stand for and what the blah 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 blah. So I get it, but like, and I won't lie, I do love the messaging, the underlying messaging of like following your dreams and like, you know, don't let anyone stop you and that kind. I personally, from a, I guess if you want to call it cringy perspective, I love that. I love that idea of like pushing the agenda of like just chasing what you want and stuff. But yeah, like, and I'll be honest with you, that I'm a different kind of pirate doesn't slow down, by the way. Like he keeps shoving it down everyone's throat every time, and you just like,
bro, he says that more than I'm gonna be king of the pirates.
he does. And I guess it's because like how they introduce like the villains periodically between episodes, like at least in the episodes, like he always has to step up to them. They're like, oh, you're some weird guy. He's like, I'm a different kind of pirate. You know, like when he like, at the end of episode, was it at the end of Ep 2? Where like they save
the mayor.
Yeah, the mayor's like, "What are you? Why are you our new overlord?" And he's like, "No, I'm a different kind of pirate." I'm just like, "Okay, buddy."
Okay.
No, okay. Didn't ask, honestly, dude. So like, yeah.
One other thing I really like about the show is I think the fighting choreography is really good.
Really good. Really good.
But
it's gonna get crazier though. Like that's the problem.
I always have a flip side to everything, unfortunately.
Yeah.
As good as the fighting choreography is, like the scaling of the characters is like super off.
Yeah.
Like when they were fighting in the Morgan's base, Nami's easily like low diffing like Luffy. Like Luffy was getting his ass whooped by like these fucking Marines at the corner. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Nami's pulling up with the pole, you know what I'm saying? She's putting in work, dude. It's crazy.
Oh, it's also crazy how like everybody that they fought so far, they've jumped. That shit's crazy.
It is facts though. It is true. Like it's like I don't know.
Like I don't mind it, like, but I find it funny.
It is. It's hilarious, bro. It's like I think like that's the problem. Like right, like I watched the recently like Zoro was fighting, and it's just like he never uses the third sword. Like, so rarely does he put the third sword in his mouth. You know what I mean? So rarely. And I'm just like, that's his whole character. He's this weird-ass guy that for some reason he carries 3 swords. Why would he do that? What a weird guy. Everyone only ever carries 2 or 1. But, like, obviously, like, I get it. Like, obviously for, like, somebody who's acting as him, it would be challenging to, like, hold the sword in your mouth the whole time and, like, still, like, do all the acrobatics and theatrics. But, like... It's who he is. He's the guy with 3 swords, right? You know, it's not like you can't only ever pull it out, pause, on like momentous occasions. You know what I mean? Like for the final attack, you can't be like, all right, now he's grabbing the 3rd sword. It's like, no, he generally always fights with 3 swords. Like, you know, and again, like we're nitpicking because we've really enjoyed it so far. You know, like. I mean, I've enjoyed every episode. I've been giddy, like, you know, I basically relived the meme of like I'm on my fucking bed, feet up in the air, kicking. You know what I mean? Like of how much I've enjoyed the One Piece live action, right? But naturally speaking, you're always going to compare it to the source material. You're always gonna like say like, oh, this should have been like this. But I mean, you can tell that there's passion involved, though. You know what I mean? And that's the most important part, is like the people that are making this. And like obviously like the Straw Hats themselves, like all the actors are super passionate about their roles and trying to portray them. Just, I'm gonna kick it to you. No cap, Sanji's been my favorite. Like,
Okay.
I love Sanji's actor. I love the way that he's portrayed. I love it. I'm a big fan of what they've done with him. Usopp, I haven't come to terms with yet. I think, I don't know, they still make him a bit skittish, which is like, I guess it's like fair, but like not right. Nami's good. I love Nami. I think Nami's fantastic. Zoro is probably a bit too like corpse husband-esque. I don't think he needs to be that serious and that like low voice. And I mean, I guess like it's very rude of me to say, but I think Luffy sometimes forces out his lines. Like, like sometimes the way he says like Nami or Zoro, it's like he's really much trying to say it in the Japanese way, and I get that. Like, you kind of like, you know, Nami or Zoro, you know, it's like, but yeah, Nami, but in reality though, like you're speaking English, you don't need to, then it like, you know, then it comes back to that whole idea of like you saying gum instead of gomu gomu, right? You shouldn't be saying Zoro, you should be saying Zoro, you know, say it. You should be comfortable saying it in like an English like tone, you know.
My girl Makino.
Yeah, Makino. Like, no, don't say that. It's Makino. You know, just say it. Bro, you see, Makino was wearing the Adidas shoes. I saw him. I'll never forget. She had some fucking 3-stripe fucking black sneakers on, bro. She was pulling up in the fucking Adidas sneakers.
Yeah, my girl Makino, not Makino. Sorry, like that's like distressed mom right there. Like,
she is, bro.
Like
she's fucking
bringing her kids to soccer practice or some shit.
She got the sneakers on. She pulling up, like hair still tied up. She woke up late, man. Kid fucking shat himself. I don't know, bro. It's crazy shit going on. No, but like, I don't know.
I think the fuck part.
Go.
I think the fuck part is just like Netflix in general, because they don't have all of One Piece, and then like one like main things that they advertise is the fucking Burn the World episode.
Bro, I've been getting that one so many. I'm like, fuck off. I don't care about the Burn the World. Like, what are you doing? Advertise like Wano.
Time in Ace's death.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You come to the series, and it's like,
who's this Ace guy? Wait a minute. That's the guy that dies. Oh shit, hold on.
Yeah. Fresh off live action, recovering from Ace's death. Like, okay.
Yeah, who's Ace? Hold on, wait a minute. Who's Ace?
Fuck.
No, I think my biggest gripe is the pronunciation of things. Like sometimes you can tell like they've forced out a line in a particular way, or they've said something in a particular way where it's like it just doesn't sound like normal conversation. Like, I guess like it's not fair to compare to the anime, but obviously when they're speaking the anime, everything flows really well. Nothing sounds like unreasonable. Like, it doesn't sound like somebody's just speaking. You're like, he probably shouldn't have said that here or whatever it is. Whereas, like, in the live action, like, Nami or, like, Zoro or Usopp, it's like, no, don't do that. Just say it, like, speak it as you would, like, in regular, like, you know, in regular tones or whatever it is. Like, you don't need to have the Japanese pronunciation for some things, but then the English pronunciation for others, you know? Also, fucking in the Sanji part, motherfuckers talking about brunch. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I don't think these motherfucking pirates know what goddamn brunch is. You know what I'm saying? Man's talking about, we got a brunch service. No, you don't. You have food. You don't have fucking 2 fucking tabletops with 8 seats, and no, you don't do that. Fuck off, man. I will say though, I love how they portrayed the Baratier. The Baratier was fucking sick.
Okay.
I'm hella happy with the Baratier and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm gas. Like, also, like, Eps 3 and 4 were really good. I enjoyed those a lot too. I think Ep 5 was really good for me. Ep 6 was a bit like, It was like, Ep 6 felt like a filler Ep to like the next section. That's what it kind of felt like to me. But I can tell, like, you know, the next 2 Eps are gonna be really good. So I think that you can definitely feel a drop off, which is kind of upsetting, but like Eps 1 and 2 cooked, Ep 3 and 4 were really good. Ep 5 for me was awesome. Ep 6 was like, yeah. And then hopefully Ep 7 and 8 for me kind of hold up. Hold up their end
like
of the bargain
fill it
too.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Finalize it, and I'm like, this is good. I'd recommend this to people. But I think, like, overall, we'll obviously chat about it again when we've all finished, because then Todd will be back as well. I guess we'll probably chat about it in episode 100 as well, because, like, I mean, it's One Piece related, so why not? But, what are your guys, I guess, final thoughts on the first 2 eps before we move off to the Q&A?
I definitely think it's, like, one of the better, like, anime live actions that I've seen so far. Like,
agreed.
It, of course, still has the flaws of, like, the, like, sort of bad, like, dialogue, and then, like, some cringe just because, like, you're taking something that's Japanese and you're trying to Americanize it. And then, not everything's going to translate well, so you have to, like, do a whole bunch of bullshit. But I think the way they did it so far is, it's fine.
Yes.
Definitely things I don't like, but I feel like if you want to get someone into, like, the series, or
like,
that's
what I was thinking.
A decent way to do it.
Yep, that was my sentiment as well. Like, if you were to introduce the live action would be how I would introduce people to One Piece now. Not like, hey, go watch the anime at fucking 1,000 episodes, or go read the manga 1.1 thousand chapters or whatever. Like, no. Go watch the live action. If you enjoy that, then start the anime. Flame, anything from you?
Yeah, it's very fun. It's very enjoyable. I'm, as much as I should talk to just now, I'm definitely enjoying it. Like you just said, I think if you view the live action as someone who's never read the manga or never watched the anime, I don't think it's bad at all, to be honest.
No,
Like, I
I
think
agree.
it portrays it in, like, a way that is it's like it's a viewable experience for people where they're not too weirded out by, like, oh my god, this is anime, ew, or like, oh my god, this is 1,000 episodes, holy shit.
Yeah.
So I think as, like, a fresh view, or just somebody that's not aware of One Piece or anime or anything like that, it's probably a good watch, to be honest. But like I said, I'm enjoying it. However, it's very suspicious and definitely on fraud watch.
Bro, I'm on fraud watch for fucking Helmuppo, bro. He fucking got cheeks, I was like, god damn, I might turn over, you know what I'm saying? He fucking caked up. Yes, sir.
Hey, yo.
Yes, sir. All right. That's it for us, I think. I think that was a lot of good content there. But as per usual, we'll move straight into the shout outs. Wow. Thanks, guys.
Hey.
Thanks for your continued support. We do greatly appreciate it. Knight, what are they commenting down below today, though?
Today they are commenting live
down in the comment section down below if you made it this far. But as per usual, if you've been enjoying today's episode, make sure you go down there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that kind of fun stuff. We do greatly appreciate it. You can also hit the join button, which is a financial contribution to the Good Great Perfect podcast. Plenty of different tiers, plenty of different price points, priority questions, you get your name read out during the episode, and just warm fuzzy feelings. You help us out, and we do greatly appreciate it. But with that being said, I want to give a massive shout out to our GGP producers of TheLordShiro and Alexander Wisniewski, our perfect member of Bryan, Kisa, McDermott, our great members of MyDrunkenMoneky, Cswins, and Kataki Bonji, and our good members of Ryan O'Leary, Ryoiin, Stump D, Gacha, Red Halo, Dr. E Recshin, Wankafella, and Mike Schallo. Thank you guys for the continued support. We do greatly appreciate it. But from the shoutouts into everyone's actual favorite section, it is the Q&A.
The Q&A.
As per usual, if you have any questions, make sure you send them through to us via Twitter at GGP Podcast or our YouTube community tab. First question comes in from Red Halo. He asked, I think he's got 2 questions here. So the first question, if you could hire yourself to be in charge of one job on the OPTC dev team except producer, what position would you choose? Where are you guys going? You just got a new job. Congratulations.
The art department.
Damn, that's a good shout, actually. That's a consistently good job. No one gets mad at you.
Yeah.
Everyone's always happy with what you do.
I would like to be the guy. I would like to be the guy that picks the random card out of the hat to
for
tell
who
you
gets a
what
legend.
to do.
It's for what content comes out that month.
Yeah, what content comes out? Like all of them are treasure map. Like, ooh, treasure map. Let's go, guys.
Ooh, another treasure map this month. Let's go.
Ooh.
Nice. What's the
That's
theming? Whole cake. Let's go. I don't know. I think if I couldn't be the producer, I wouldn't want to be on the dev team because fuck, that sounds boring. I would want to be.
I got one for you. You could be the social media presence.
I would kill myself. I would actually end it all. No way. I'm not doing social media for this game. This game is cock. This game is dick. This game is poo. Yeah, that's what people would be commenting. I would be part of the, if it even exists, I would want to be part of like the planning. Like planning what actually comes out, what content is there, you know, what units are being released at what times. You know, I feel like you could actually you could change a lot of the game if you were part of the planning. And planning would include like new content, new updates, new like everything of the sort. So I think somebody in planning would be super cool. And then the next part of the question there, you were stuck on a deserted island that has unlimited fresh water. You can pick 3 foods, not meals, to have an unlimited supply of. What do you choose? What 3 foods are you bringing?
Like foods based off of like what's available on the island, or
I think it's just in general. 3 unlimited supplies of food. So how we all pick one and we're all on the island together.
All right, I'm picking my grandma's spaghetti and marinara sauce.
Man just said no fucking meals, you numbskull.
That's
a meal. Right. Spaghetti and fucking man. Unless you just want the sauce. Fucking hell.
I'll take the sauce. I'm a weirdo. Right.
Flame is bringing marinara sauce. All right, Knight, what are you bringing?
Fuck. I'll bring kiwis.
All right.
Why kiwis?
What the? We're gonna die. Yeah. We're gonna perish.
No, we have fruits.
We have kiwis and sauce.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm bringing chicken, man. At least we have some sort of protein. We have fruit and we have sauce. There you go.
That's what I'm saying. You put the sauce on the chicken and you got the kiwis on the side, man. We're good.
All right, there you go. Done. We live in lavish, you know. There we go.
There we go.
Next question from @TheLordShiro. He asks, if Otter offered to tell you the ending of One Piece, would you accept? Keep in mind you cannot share the ending with anyone.
No.
Nah.
Unless I was dying.
I gotta hold that in. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I was like, if they made a Make-A-Wish for me, maybe.
I want to know the ending of One Piece. Absolutely. That would be my Make-A-Wish. Without a doubt in my mind, I'd be like, tell me the ending of One Piece. And I can die feeling fulfilled. I know
I'm about to die. You got the Avengers coming in with the PS5 and then Oda comes.
Just Spider-Man coming in full costume. Got Johnny Depp coming in as Jack Sparrow. And then behind them all you have Otter pulling up and he's like, the ending of One Piece is Luffy dies, lol. And you're like, what the fuck? You get mad. You're like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? Are you like, that's it? That's it?
Pull the plug.
He pulls up and he's like, it was friendship all along. I was lying. And you're like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? That's bullshit, man. You pull the plug yourself and you're like, I'm done. Fuck that. And but the answer is no. Nah, I'm good. Thank you. Next question from Obsidian_Steed_. He asks, Otter said that the story will be close to ending when an individual with an eye patch appears. Do you think it could mean someone we've already met, or will it be someone new? It's really interesting. Otter said this, makes me wonder who can have such an impact to kick off the end of OP. I've never seen this. When did he say that?
I've never seen that either.
Yeah, hold on. That was in one of the SBS, I believe.
Wait, so he said One Piece will be nearing the end when a character with an eye patch appears?
Yeah.
Supposedly. Oh, here you go. It was chapter 1036 is when he said this.
God damn, that was a long time ago.
why this will happen during Wano. To begin with, I think it's important to establish a basis of why exactly Luffy would lose his eye now. Okay, I don't get it. I saw a post about Kaido taking Luffy's eye, and I wanted to gather clues as to... Okay, what the fuck? So this was during... remember all the theories of like Luffy like losing his eye or some shit or something. I don't know, it was some weird shit. But supposedly Oda mentioned here that there is a character in the final scenes of the manga that will appear with an eye patch, meaning that when this character gets their eye patch, the manga will be in its final stage. This perfectly lines up with a statement he made in volume 97 SBS.
Let's go, baby. Zoro pulling out the eye patch.
He says that if Luffy and his crew can safely set sail from Wano, then there will be a development on a great scale. And also adds that he says this so that people can understand that One Piece is coming towards its end. Meaning that when Wano's over, One Piece will be in its final saga. This means that Wano ending and a character having an eye patch will both be around the same time. Well, that was a cap. That didn't fucking happen. Nice theory, dickhead. Hard rocker 2121. Hold that respectfully.
Unless you know one of the boys that just got bodied comes back with an eye patch.
True.
Which would be kind of crazy.
Imagine Garp gets an eye patch. Hold on.
Yeah, maybe Garp or like
gets an eye patch for his fucking stomach because he's dead. Hold that respectfully. He got aced. You know how crazy that is? He got aced. That's fucked. That's fucked. I mean, I've never heard of that before. So that's the first time I've read that. But I mean, I couldn't even name a character right now that has an eye patch.
I don't think any character in One Piece has
or like a significant character at all. One Piece characters with eye patches.
Didn't Bellamy have one for like a temporary one or some shit?
Who the fuck is this guy? Rokai had an eye patch, supposedly. Who the fuck's Rokai?
Who the fuck is that? That's probably a filler character.
The Rokai.
Oh, doesn't I mean, X-Drake don't got an eye patch. He got like a strap.
Hey, hold on, Drew.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, I have no idea. There are no characters of One Piece with an eye patch. Okay, so well, that's the thing. I think like
I feel like it'll be a new character.
Yeah, it's either a new character or it's gonna be some like old as fuck character, or like fucking Rocks Dieselbeck pulls up with an eye patch or something. I don't know, some shit like that.
Yeah,
like something along those lines. But I mean, that's cool. If Oda, like, I don't think Oda ever really goes against what he says in SBS anyway. I feel like a lot of the time he like what he's saying in SBS is like verbatim. So like if that's the case, that's fucking cool as hell. Like, you know.
Yeah, he
also kind of scary.
But he always tries to like throw people off though.
Yeah, an eye patch. Like, I wonder what that means. Like, is it just gonna be like some guy literally wearing an eye patch? Is it gonna be like some guy just has a patch, you know, his eye's gone, or like is it gonna be like what?
Yeah, or maybe that'll be like an aesthetic on the island or some shit.
Yeah, or a bunch of people just wearing eye patches or some shit like that because, like, you know, of some particular reason or something like that.
The One Piece blinds you or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. So everyone's like, oh, we wear. When you get to Laugh Tale or something like that, like, everyone's wearing eye patches on the island that like live there, or like, I don't know, maybe like all the posts. I don't know. Like he could really portray it in like whatever kind of manner he wants, I suppose. So like, I mean, that's cool to know. I've never heard of that as part of the SBS. So like. I mean, I guess like it'd be interesting. I agree that I think it'll be a new character. It'll be a new character. All right, next question. Jalexo, they ask. Oh, okay, it's a live action one. The live action One Piece is coming out tomorrow for me. So this is a question days ago. What is your opinion on the first episode? First ep, in like in one word, describe the first episode. In one ep, did I say? I say in one word.
Yeah.
One word. You said one word.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah, it's good. That's a good word. I'd say exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next question. At BBJ077, they ask, with school starting in September, which stereotype were you in high school? Cool kid, nerd, silent guy in the corner, cheerleader, question mark. What clique were you guys a part of in high school?
For me, I was a part. Okay, I wasn't a part of the cool kid squad, but like I was a part of like the squad that like everybody was just chill with, and everybody was
Yeah,
like
that was
funny.
me as well. We were
Yeah,
we were like the middle ground where it's like we were nerdy. We played games and did that kind of shit, but we were also like we weren't like fucking
yeah,
cringe.
right. Everybody fucked with us.
Yeah, exactly. We're like people pull up, they come, they say hi, they leave. You're like, yeah, I bet. Yeah, you move on with your day. I was definitely part of the nerds, I reckon. 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
That's crazy.
Nye was definitely getting thrown in the locker.
Bro, he was the leader of the nerds, dude. He was like top nerd.
Yeah.
He was like top nerd.
Yeah, top G, top nerd.
Bro, that's crazy. Nah, I was fresh and fit back then.
Hey,
yeah, hell no.
Yeah, fresh and fitting in the fucking locker, mate. That's where you belong, bro.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy.
My man was spinning in the swirlies.
That's great.
Yo.
He'd put his head in the toilet. You know, he's like, all right, let's get it done with. You know.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Next question from @Nico Burkhardt. They ask, have you still fun playing OPTC? Would you still play the game without doing content for YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and etc.? It's a tough question. That's a hard question to answer. The real answer is no. Like, if I'm gonna be sincere, no. If I wasn't like on the pod and had people that enjoyed like following what I say and what I do and all that kind of stuff, I probably wouldn't be playing right now because I have no vested interest in the game otherwise. But having the community aspect of things makes it a way more enjoyable experience. So, that's why we need people to keep making content and keep building these communities up and keep like getting people engaged and involved and such.
Yeah, for me, when I was playing, I definitely felt like in the beginning, obviously I just enjoyed playing the game in general, especially like when I first started playing making content. Like I still loved playing the game, but more towards the end of when I was making my content, I felt like content and just I guess my presence in the community was what was driving me to continue to play the game because I was getting to the point where I hated the game.
Yeah.
Also another thing that I started to hate while I was making videos was I noticed myself spending and pulling on way more banners than I normally would ever, just because I'm like, oh, I need to make a video on this, or I need to do this. When in reality, like if I was just chilling, playing whatever, like I'm not pulling for like super tight Bonnie, like fuck that bitch.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's how I felt when I was playing.
How about you, Dot?
Yeah, I don't think I ever hated the game per se, but I did spend like more money than like I normally would, like due to like making content and stuff. And like, oh, I feel like if I don't try to get the new legends, then I won't make any cool content, and views gonna go down, and then I'm gonna be like, damn man, this is a shitty month for me. And then do I have to wait for the next legend, or is this next legend gonna be dog shit? And
well,
especially like all
because you were on JP at the time as well. Like you were at the forefront where, like, there was no like, this is a good character I'm gonna pull from. I can plan what I'm gonna do. It was just like, I either have to pull and hope that I can do stuff, or like I just have to skip and pray that they're fucking dog water and I'm not missing out on anything exciting.
Right. And one of the problems, well, not really a problem, but one of the issues with making OPTC content, at least back in the day, it's probably a little bit more AIDS now, is that when you dropped videos on content, like you needed to drop them first because everybody's looking for those videos on how to use those teams. So if you're pulling up like 2 days late with the legend, like everybody already got their teams. They beat them.
Everyone's already beat everything. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that was another thing that incentivized me to like pull because I'm like, oh shit, I need these units. Like this is the age.
Yeah, and I also I don't know. For me, like it also just like fucked up. Like when I was doing outside of Treasure Cruise, I just spent like a whole lot of time on Treasure Cruise
Yeah.
and all that shit, especially like grinding TM and shit, like
Yeah,
going
exactly.
try hard on a whole bunch of shit that at the end of the day, like,
Yeah.
oh, who gives a fuck? Like, oh, you did 100 nav levels. You have to do it
Whoop-de-doo.
again this month too,
Yeah.
bucko. Like,
Well,
Yep.
I mean, that actually ties into a question a little later on. Like, dingle, dingle, ding dong. Great, that's a great one. How do you personally feel about the current state of the game? What needs to drastically change? Have you ever been to the point of almost quitting, and why? Still look forward to every new podcast episode you create. Thanks for your time and greetings from Germany. Yours, Kiri. Thank you for the question as well. I read that out because it kind of like aligns, right? Like, I agree with what you said 100%. Like, I think that the current state of the game is that like people take this shit way too seriously. Like,
Yeah.
bro, there's
And
like fucking drama in alliances. There's like drama about their bounty rankings. There's like people like doing 600 nav levels on treasure map just to like be seen as somebody like important or good at the game. And it's just like, bro, what are we fucking doing? Like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like,
That's
it's
crazy.
crazy. You know?
Yeah, if I still made videos, I would definitely make fun of those people.
I do, don't worry. Like it's to me it's bewildering because like what are we fucking doing here? Like no one is asking you to fucking play treasure map like fucking for 19 hours a day. Like, bro, please go outside, drink some water, like go talk to your friends, like go do some shit, like have some fun with your fucking life. Like you don't have to feel this uncanny pressure to sit here and always play like TM or Blitz or whatever it is. Like if that's what you find fun, then by all means. But I think the current state of the game, Treasure Cruise is fine. It's in a rhythm of just being very average. Like, and the only way it breaks out of that rhythm is if it finds new ways to introduce content or like just brings out more unique ways to play. I think that's the only way it breaks it. Because like releasing a raid or an arena doesn't make the game any better. Because it's still the same 6 units that go and defeat whatever the fuck the boss is. You know, it doesn't make the game any better. But like, I think the way you resolve Treasure Cruise or make it at least somewhat more interesting is have a couple of new ways to play the game. Have fetch quests. Have, I don't know, more than 6 people in a crew. Have like more content you can just farm. You know, like on a day to day. More maybe a puzzle mode. Have a fucking, I don't know. Have like a build your team as you go, have like an RPG style, you know, increase, you know, style, like, and that's like 6 ideas right there off the top of the dome that you could just implement right now, and like you know, it'd be a unique way to play. But instead, it's the same formula because the same formula makes money. But it's the players that create this unfair perpetual cycle that allows the development team to essentially do as they please. So all in all, we have ourselves to blame. So the current state of the game revolves around people just having these really just ridiculous, like, I'm better than you. It's like, shut the fuck up. No one fucking asked, brother.
Okay.
I'm not impressed by you doing 600 nav levels. I'm actually concerned for you. Like, it's freaking me out that you have 19 hours a day for 4 days straight to do this. Like, you need help. You should not. Yeah. You need help. Like, it's not okay.
Yep, and coming from somebody like me, like I used to farm a lot. I definitely didn't play as much as like the people that go like super crazy, but take it from someone who unfortunately still suffers from it. I developed 3 pinched nerves in my neck from playing OPTC.
Yeah, that's fucked.
And yeah,
that's fucked.
It's not fun. So definitely don't take it too serious because it's just the way that Treasure Cruise is as a game, like the way you have to play it, like compared to like other like gacha games. Like other gacha games, you just log in, you can either just, speed through quests or whatever. Like you're on it for like 30 minutes or less. Like OPTC, like you have to dedicate like hours, like playing.
Yeah, 100%.
Like it's like a fucking AAA like $70 game. Like
yeah, absolutely.
It shouldn't be like that.
Absolutely.
And, you know, back in the day, like maybe like newer viewers aren't too aware of it, but like back in the day, like when we were running Blitz, like we were sitting there like 10, 11, 12 hours straight, like bodying that shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like that shit was crazy.
And that's not good for you. Like that's not good for you as a human being, for your health, and also for your mental health. It's really bad. That's why that's why I've pulled this mantra of like, I'm not pulling on every banner. Like it's just, why would I do that?
Yeah.
Why would I subject myself to every banner and spending like copious amounts of dollars? And like, that's why I play, like I have my own unique way of playing the game. If I want to farm, like I farm TM till 10 mil. I actually enjoy Blitz, so I play a little bit more of Blitz, because I could fucking care less. So I just do my due diligence in that. And like I farm content fast so I don't have to do it later. Like, that's my mentality. I'm not sat here fucking like min-maxing my Pirate Rumble teams to fucking do this. And maybe there are people that enjoy that, and it's more power to you. But for me, it's like not that a waste of time is the wrong word, but you know what I mean? Like it's just like I don't enjoy spending 4 hours of my day sat playing Treasure Map. Like I just don't.
Yeah.
I feel like I've wasted 4 hours of my life doing that.
That's fair.
So like, I don't know. It's a weird climate.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I won't lie and say I didn't enjoy when I was.
Yeah, you were the Treasure Map guy.
Like
you were the first guy in recorded history to like Treasure Map.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think like the 30 runs a day like meme shit I used to say. I mean, I didn't think it was like too bad just because like then I was like still like a student and shit, but like now like as an adult, like actually having like a
job, you got like friends you're trying to see, you got like you got things you're trying to work on in your life, like it's not easy.
This guy Knight used to message me. This guy Knight used to message me every Treasure Map. 30 runs a day keeps the doctor away. Every Treasure Map he would send me that
shit. See, I could not do that. Even now, like even though it's faster now to do 30 runs, that's still like every run still takes like between 10 and 20 minutes, right? So like 20 minutes times by 30 runs, that's fucking 600 minutes. It's 10 hours. Like that's fucked. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? Hell no.
Yeah. I don't know. I think for me, like the current state of the game is I don't really like it just because like when I really played, I really liked when they dropped like those like occasional like difficult like quests. They were like really fun to like team build and shit. But since like now they don't really do that anymore. I mean, they have like the Grand Voyage, but
that's a money sink though.
It's definitely not the same. It's this is the team. You can't build teams
for that. Yeah, there's like 3 teams per Grand Voyage.
You can't build this. Wait 10 months and then you can maybe replace one character.
Literally what happens. Like Grand Voyage versus Sea Monster had like 3 teams or 2 teams, right? And then they 6+ Neko and Inu, and then it was like, now it's piss easy. We had to wait like fucking like 6 months for that to occur. And then they 6+ Shanks crew. It's like obviously now it's like it's free. But that's like you have to wait so much time to even do it. And that's like that's not how content should work.
Yeah,
content shouldn't require you to do that. That's fucked.
Yep.
Good. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Happy days. We're still here though. You know what I'm saying? Next question. At Punch Cinema, they asked, love your pod guides with the introduction of Super Sugo Big Mom. Can somebody explain how stacking conditional buffs work? I have Demon Time Robin and never used her because of it. Essentially, stacking conditional buffs, depending on how the special will require you to do certain things, but essentially it means you can have 2 conditional boosts. So you can have like a conditional buff against defense down and a conditional buff against delay, both at the same time. Generally speaking, you can only have 1 conditional boost at a time, but units like Big Mom and New Year's Robin allow you to have 2 of those buffs at the same time, meaning essentially more or less you can like double your damage output entirely. So that's why units like Big Mom and Robin are extremely, extremely valuable units to have in your account, because it's just literally like you can have a 2x conditional for one thing and then do 500 million damage. And then you can have another conditional boost that literally just doubles your damage for free. And then you do like 1 billion damage. So like it's just an additional buff you can have based on the special.
Yeah. I want that Robin to spread me out.
Hey, what the
Hey yo.
fuck? Jesus, man's on demon time, and I'm not talking Robin. At Wankafella, and that's a great lineup for you, Nine. At Wankafella, he asks, "Can't believe we're almost at 100. Do you guys have any sneak peeks of what episode 100 is going to have in store for us peasants?" All right, I wouldn't call you guys peasants. What about a drinking game? Perhaps take a sip or shot every time Knight says something out of pocket. We will be dead. We will be perished, non-existent. We won't exist in real life. On the OPTC side of things, with EX specials now available for crewmates, does that open the door to crewmate super types and super classes? And if so, how would that change the meta? On that second question, I don't think they're ever going to do crewmate super class super type because that would be fucking broken. I think EX super is like the middle ground between that.
Yeah.
I think that, but even like, for example, like Lauren Kid's EX Super being popped as a crewmate, you have to be in dual form anyway. So like, you have to have pop their special or pop their super swap to be in dual form to then pop their EX. So like, it's still like very tough to actually do. But yes, I don't see it occurring for superclass super types. Also, sneak peeks of what episode 100 is going to be. We haven't actually decided exactly what we're gonna do just yet, but I think we are potentially leaning towards doing a live stream. That seems like it's gonna be the line we take so far. What is on that live stream? I mean, obviously, aside from us actually recording the episode, we don't know yet. So that's our sneak peek will be that there is a like 90% chance we do a live stream. But from there, it's kind of an open door. So if you guys have any suggestions on what to do in episode 100, leave them below. You know, we'll have a look and have a think. And as usual, got to end it off with Cody. Hey, fellas, as always, thank you for the work that you do. What would you say is your favorite fictional character of all time? Personally, it's probably Darth Vader for me. What do you guys? Your favorite fictional?
Let's go.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Your favorite fictional character of all time?
God. Well, Cody said it.
Darth Vader you as well? Lit.
Yeah.
For me, my favorite fictional character of all time is probably Kurisu from Steins Gate.
Yeah, okay. That's sick. Like that.
You, Poppy?
I don't know, man. That's fucking all the fictional characters in my head are just anime characters. So like, I don't know. Yeah, for the meme, it's fucking Naruto, brother. You know what I'm saying? Let's go
Boruto, baby.
Yeah, sorry, it's Boruto. My bad. And food wise, that's actually not Naruto, but you guys can hold that. What is your favorite flavor of muffin?
Chocolate chip.
I think it's hard to go past
honest,
a double chocolate chip.
I'm not really a muffin guy, so I can't.
Are you built like a muffin? Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you don't know a muffin man, boy.
You're but like, do you guys like fruit muffins? Like a blueberry muffin or something like that?
Blueberry?
Yeah, something like that, like a raspberry.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of fruit in cake. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, don't do that.
Yeah, I get that.
Sound like a fruitcake, boy.
That's how am I a fruitcake? If I just said I don't like fruitcake. I think it's hard to go past like a choc chip or just like a fresh like just vanilla muffin, like nothing, nothing, just like a base flavor, just like nice with coffee, something like that. And your favorite flavor of ice cream? For me, it's carrot cake and choc chip cookie dough, respectively. Carrot cake ice cream. What the fuck?
That sounds crazy.
I used to work in an ice cream shop, and the guy that owned it would make these like fucking ridiculous flavors. He once made like a chicken tikka masala ice cream flavor, which was fucking nuts.
What?
and like
That's
and like it
crazy.
actually tasted like chicken tikka masala, like the actual meal. But a sleeper one that he made was a sour cream sorbet or sour cream gelato.
Oh,
And like I wasn't expecting it to taste as good as it did, but it fucking banged. It's so hard. So like that's up there for my favorite flavors. I think I'm more of a sorbet guy. So I like blood orange, passion fruit, mango. Those probably like my top 3 like ice cream / sorbet flavors.
okay.
I'm pretty basic. I take vanilla with rainbow
Yes.
sprinkles.
I think solid vanilla actually I think vanilla's underrated as fuck. A solid vanilla like can
Yeah.
change the world. You know what I mean? Like if it's a good vanilla, like it's different. Chocolate's easy. Vanilla is different, you know? Vanilla's hard to get right. Right, you know.
Yeah, it's a hard one. I would probably say I like the ones with like brownie batter, like either that or the cookie dough or like pralines and not pralines and cream, but the one where it's like caramel and then it's like pralines, I think.
Yeah,
I think
like
that's
crushed
pralines and cream.
praline. Yeah. That sounds delicious.
Yeah, I fuck with those.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Love that. Thanks as always, gents. Much love, your boy Cody and Kenna. Thank you, Cody. That takes us to the end of another episode. We're done. Episode 99 in the books, the 4th anniversary.
We started
of GGP.
with a dad and ended with a dad.
That's facts.
Hey,
Look at us going full
shout out to
circle.
the dads.
Yeah, we just remind you guys one time, Todd is a father. Make sure if you made it this far, you tweet at Toadski, congratulations. That's it. You know, just tweet at Toadski, congratulations. You know, we can tell if he listens or not. You know what I'm saying? No, but you know, in all serious, thank you guys for listening for 4 years. From the bottom of my heart, like, you know, not to get too sappy, but the podcast has really like influenced my life a lot, you know, for good or for bad. For, you know, but I think it's all learning lessons, and it's all things that I've been able to take into my real world and apply my skills and abilities that I've gained from running this podcast. You know, like it's been a blessing. And I just want to say thank you to Flame and Knight and obviously Todd as well for just like sticking around. You know, like I know I can be a bit of a handful at times, but like it means a lot. We're able to come back every fortnight, record another episode, you know, keep this coming at a clip, and you know, it's been a real blessing to have this show go on for 4 years. So, you know, I appreciate you guys a lot, and you know, thanks for sticking around.
Of course.
I'm happy to be here.
But I guess I'll just do the usual spiel. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed today's episode, make sure you go down there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join if you're feeling a bit of financial freedom, you know, and make sure they're commenting live if you made it to this point of the episode as well. Continue down into our description. You can find our Linktree link. That is linktr.ee/goodgreatperfect. Find all of our socials, our Twitter at GGP Podcast. You can find us on anchor.fm/goodgreatperfect, and then also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts as well, just to name a few. Keep scrolling down there. You can find all of our socials, Flamevius, Nightmare JP, Toadski, and myself, Captain Papi. But, you know, that's it. Episode 99 in the books. 4 years down the road, still looking strong. You know, we'll see you guys for episode 100, whatever that may be. But keep your eyes and ears out on the socials. We will make sure to post about it when we know what we're doing, because we don't know just quite yet. But with that being said, I've been Captain Papi, Flame, and Knight. Thank you guys for listening to this episode. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye-bye.